Este segmento es patrocinado por New Balance Baseball.
We are here with a future Hall of Famer, good friend of mine, and a guy that it's an honor to watch you pitch, man. Kelly, how you been? Kelly Jensen from the closer for the Anaheim Angels.
I've been great, man. I've been great. Always great to be back and playing in Yankee Stadium, one of my favorite parks to play. It's excited, always pitching here against them. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Like I say, keep working hard, and try to get this organization to we all try to get to the right direction. Get it back to a winning organization. I know we have some bumps in the road, but but I feel like we're going in the right direction.
How is it playing for Ron Washington? That's got to be something special.
Man, it's special, man. Like you say, talk about freedom. He lets you play. He be honest to you. And he will be on you if you're not doing great either. But he's the guy that always going to be invested in his players and you always see him with his fungo. He's ready to hit balls for his infielders, whatever. So man, like I have him in Atlanta, and when I have to get a chance that I know I can sign here, and I'm like, it's no doubt or no brainer to play for him. So it's excited.
Kelly, you played around the best baseball players in baseball.
Yeah.
From when you were a catcher to now, did you ever think that this journey was going to be so wonderful?
No, I never thought it was going to be so wonderful, man. Credit to Deshaun Watson. He was the minor league director back then with the Dodgers. Logan White, assistant GM with the Dodgers. They all see this coming and put me on the bump, and great things happen, man. And for them make the decision to send me to fall league that year, to go pitch in the fall league, and then I got protected in the 40-man.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of great things. Like they throw me in the fire, and I never thought I was that great.
You survived the fire.
Yeah, and I survived the fire. They were seeing something that I wasn't seeing, So, and I learned the journey with them along the way. Charlie Huff, I got to give credit to, who really built this pitcher, built me
from ground
up. So like I say, it's not a position that I did when I was a kid. I didn't do it a lot. I did it a few times, but I really learned in high A how to throw a baseball against great hitters, and then 8 months later, so I'm in the big leagues, and ever since, never looked back.
Now, when you're in those high leverage situations, it seems like you get it pumps up a little bit more. But yet your facial expression doesn't change, your demeanor doesn't change. What goes through your mind when you're in a tight situation? You say, you know what, close game, tie game, I got to do this.
It always brings the best of me. That's how I feel like. I don't know why I had trouble throwing when games are open, like it's not close.
Yeah.
But I always say it brings the best of me whenever I deal with pressure. It's one thing. Like I say, growing up being a Dodger, played 12 years there, it's all about the pressure, that really, developed me to be who I am. And, like you say, when the lights are brighter, I don't know what it is, man. Everything comes up.
You go up a notch in there.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but everything comes up with it. So that's how I feel about it.
Do you still enjoy the game of baseball?
I love
or
baseball.
Do you still, say, well, this is work, this is just,
No, I love baseball. I don't see it as work. I see it as a kid at 6 years old still, playing, enjoying. Of course, the money's there, but it's the love, man. It's the love that, I'm enjoying it so much that, I'm just going to keep riding it, man, because, it's going to come a time that, we're not going to play it no more.
But you still got a couple of 10 more years to go, man. So.
Man, I still got a few more to go, and it's the love of the game. The love of the game always will keep bring the best out of me. Money never motivate me, and it will never motivate me. That will take care of the family. That's it.
They say that the numbers. Do you worry about the numbers because sooner or later, I've been saying it for a while. I say, look, man, that's Hall of Famer right there. That's Hall of Famer. Do you hear that more and more often?
I'll be hearing that more and more, and I'm telling you, man, I don't say a lot about it, but when I hear you guys talking about it, it just make me excited and make me want to work harder. It makes me want to get when the off season get. I'm taking care of myself in the off season. You know, it makes me like, you know, like every time when I come here, I try to get better. And you know, when days that you give it up, you know, it hurts. But you know, but that's the love of the game, because that's what makes me better, because I want to be better than the yesterday game. I never, you know, I close the chapter always. So to me, it's fun, man. It's fun to hear my name. It's special. You know, I never thought kid from Curacao. You know, and now you're talking about that. Yeah, exactly. You talk about that now. So it's fun, man.
Now, Kenley, you know, when they told you you're going from you're not going to catch anymore, you're going to be a pitcher.
Yeah.
How much did that hurt your pride? Because I know for a fact the way you conduct yourself, your demeanor, your body language, that you got to take pride in the work that you do. Did that hurt your pride that you wasn't good enough to be a catcher?
It makes me better. It makes me better. The reason why I can say, like, I know people have egos, but that's the one thing. That's the one thing it takes away from me right away. Like, you know, you can't have ego. Like you say, your pride, right? It humbles your pride. It humbles your egoness. That, man, like, I wanted to go home. I told Deshaun Watson I wanted to go home, or let me go catch somewhere else, because I still love catching, and I'm thinking I'm gonna figure it out. But you know, the way how he tucked me into it, he take my pride away, he take my ego away, and that's the one guy till today I still listen to him. You know,
Wow.
He helps me a lot, man. He means a lot in my life. You know, of baseball life, of what he did for me. He always was hard on me. He never was. Sometimes I remember, I'm like, man, why is he so hard on me? Like, why does he hate me so much? You know, like, and then along the way,
You learn the
process and understand it's like, it's a father taking care of his son.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, that's what he did for me. And he'd take my pride away. He'd take my sensitivity away, my egoness.
And
like,
he built it.
He built who I am, so that's why nothing bothers me in the game. You know, like, of course we're gonna have our tough times. I did look professional help, you know, like, to get out of jam sometimes, but
That's just the nature of the game.
It's just the nature of the game. But you know, talk about humbleness or something hurt my pride or ego. I don't carry that.
Kelly, listen, man, I've always said it, man. If I had anything to do with it, you would have been already in the Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah.
Even if you're playing, you'd be in the Hall of Fame, because you are a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Inside the field and outside the field, man.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, man. It means a lot, you know, and that's the thing for me that is gonna help me keep pushing, you know, like you said. It's the love, you know, showing up at the ballpark, being in Yankee Stadium today. It's a dream, man. It's still, even if it's year 16, you know, I don't take it lightly being in Yankee Stadium. You know, it's a dream come true.
It's every
you
day,
know, like
man,
when I go to Fenway, when I go to Wrigley, when I go to Dodger Stadium, you know, all these stadiums, I don't take it lightly. You know, it's a dream come true. And the day that you're not gonna do that no more, you're gonna miss all these. So that's why I'm gonna enjoy
That's far
it.
away. It's far away from the day you're gonna stop doing it, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it's always an honor to watch you pitch, man. And I'm telling you this right now, man. It brings me happiness that you, for as long as you've been doing it, you're still doing it at the top of the game.
Exactly. Thank you,
man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Este segmento fue patrocinado por New Balance Baseball.